Okay, hello. What's your name?
Harrison Wilson.
Harrison Wilson. And Harrison, what makes you want to come on to the level 3 film and television course?
Well, I enjoyed the level 2 course, and I don't really know what to do next year, so level 3 seems alright.
Okay.
And I quite enjoy it.
Okay. For your own sake, as well as for our sake, you need to have a bit more motivation than I don't really know what I want to do. For most young people, it is tricky. There are lots of different options, but I would suggest that you need to do some research into other options as well, because the students that come up to level 3 from school and from level 2 have a real commitment to want to carry on, to increase their skills. If you haven't got that commitment, it might not necessarily be the right course for you. So
no, I do have a commitment.
Okay, well, because obviously otherwise it impacts on.
If I don't do this next year, I'm doing nothing. So.
But that suggests to me that you could do some research to find out if there's anything else out there that you really could enjoy doing. Photography or something completely different. Obviously, because we want our students to be really committed, passionate about the subject, and want to carry on and want to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. So over the last year, what skills would you say you've excelled at?
I guess the one I'm probably best at is editing.
Editing. So for you, would that be something that you want to carry on with, increasing your skill set? What about research and applying the research?
That's not too bad. I've been doing it with media, in secondary school as well. So it's not research and stuff isn't too bad.
Okay, but do you understand why you research?
Yeah, to get a better idea. To
get better ideas, to see other examples to help you make your product even better than it was before you did the research. Yeah? Okay. There is also a requirement from level 3 point of view that each student comes to us with 5 GCSEs, including maths and English at grades 4 and above.
I don't have English, and I don't think I got it this year. So.
Did you go to all your classes for GCSE?
Yeah, pretty much all of them, yeah.
Did you do any revision?
Yeah, I just can't do it, and I failed it. I definitely failed it.
Did you not answer all the questions? Do you know why?
I just don't know how to do it, I can't do it.
Do you know why? Because there must be a reason.
I'm not sure, I just can't do it.
Okay. But you attended all your GCSE sessions, did you?
Pretty much, yeah. Other than the ones that the classroom changed and we had no idea what it was.
That's true.
So you had to change a teacher in the middle of the year?
We had to change a teacher, and then we eventually found it, and then we went to...
And the classroom changed, no one was notified. It was an
absolute
shambles.
Well, fingers crossed that if you did your best, you got a chance.
I definitely haven't passed it yet.
You know that?
Yeah, I know.
So if that's the case, Harrison, then you will be expected to do it again next year.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't mind doing it next year, but I definitely have failed it.
Okay, so but you could, if we offer you a place for the level 3 course, you would have to take that upon yourself that you've got to go to every session and you've got to get it this time around.
Yeah.
Give yourself the best shot. Go to revision classes as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like maths and English, it's like anything. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Mm-hmm.
How's your attendance been overall for the course, for the level 2 course, would you say?
Yeah, it's been pretty decent, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay. And obviously there's a requirement that students turn up on time and are committed to attend all sessions to pass the course for the main qual as well as for GCSE resits. What did you decide to do for your Unit 8 final major project?
I did a music video.
Music video. Why did you do a music video?
Because we did one as one of our units before, and I knew what I was doing in the area.
Okay, so you felt confident to do a music video. And you say editing has been the thing that you feel like you've gained skills.
Because I knew nothing about it when I came.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. To start from scratch, it's a good thing. Okay, if you'd like to take a seat, we'll have a little look at your final project.
It's like the person statement.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
You missed the bounce out with that fofo, nigga. Ayy. Gang. Fuck a beat, I ain't had to be no case. Nigga snitching on a number, watch the bullets hit his face. If you hold no 38s on the block. Bitch, I keep 'em out. Whenever you get dropped, fuck the cops. Go to 510, we sliding on the ops. That's on my mama. Keep a night like Rondo, clip 039. Turn his limit to some chicken. Watch them bullets hit his thighs. On the boss, I can't take no loss, but I take your life. If you lumping in that prison, then I'm sitting in that kite. What you think I bought this gun for? I ain't tryna fight. Try to diss me in a song, I bet my shooter get you right. If you talkin', we pop up, we clapping. No need for that acting. Say my niggas in love with that accent. So pistols and traffic, got it on me. Run up and I'm sparking. Shoot shit like I'm Harden. Roll a blunt, we shooting at target. Glass smell like we farting. Niggas thinking, but it's still free take cake. I ain't diss 'em in no song, but yeah, you niggas hella gay. Tryna stir some shit up for some motherfucking fake. Niggas talking, I walk up and send some sauce up at they brain, nigga.
Okay. Shall we return to the stage for us? Thank you, Harrison. Okay, so what do you feel worked well about that music video, and what do you feel in hindsight you could have done
Well,
better?
the best bit of it was obviously the editing, because there was only 2 of us on the shoot day because we had to film it late. Because we had a film date planned going around someone's house to film, and then that, like, we couldn't do that in the end, so we were late, and there was only 2 of us, and we couldn't just have one person in it. So we had to set it up on a tripod with a static shot. We couldn't do anything.
So you didn't have anyone behind the camera, because I could see you'd done some effects in the edit, which was good because it gave us something interesting to look at.
Yeah.
What it really lacked was some good shots,
Yeah, exactly.
because you just explained there was nobody behind the camera. What could you have done to prevent that happening so you had a better final,
Have a solid first shoot day, so we actually
Had-
did it on time.
and also had a backup plan
Yeah.
perhaps, so that when it didn't go right you came up with a backup plan?
Yeah.
Something as simple as moving from the location of the classroom to behind some of the buildings where you've got pipes and things like that, so you've got that urban feel to it,
Yeah.
industrial feel. That would have, it felt like that wasn't very well planned.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
No,
the best plan.
no. It didn't look like it was particularly well planned. For example, did you storyboard or shot
I
list?
did have a storyboard.
Did you stick to the storyboards?
Yeah, pretty solidly. That opening is like pretty much the story, but what the storyboard was.
Okay, so I like the little focus on the jewellery, the bling.
Yeah.
Obviously, shouldn't really be doing smoke rings inside college property with a vape or otherwise. Things like, if you can use special effects, but you'd have to do them and do a risk assessment, and they should be done in the TV studio, or you film off campus.
Yeah.
You know, were they allowed to film off campus?
Yeah.
Right.
We were going to film.
Because I think your music video would have just looked 100% better if you'd have taken your idea and put it in one of the nearby alleyways, in the underground passes, or over here where you've got hilly fields. It felt like, even if that was your last minute chance, that just taking it out of the classroom would have made it immediately better.
Yeah.
But also having people's heads in the shot.
Yeah, because we didn't actually
mean-
want to show our faces in the video because we didn't want to be in it. We were
Oh.
trying to get actors and stuff. We didn't want to be in the video. Like, we're behind the camera.
Okay.
We hate being in front of it, so we
Right.
didn't want to be in it. That's
So
the case.
what other things could you have done then to solve that?
We were trying to sort actors, but we couldn't be in it.
Okay.
We had
So
one like planned and then he backed down.
what other backup plan could you have had?
Second.
Could you have just gone out and filmed some urban scenes and
Could have.
and just had it as cinematography,
Yeah.
beautiful cinematography that was moody and urban and dark, and then done more with the edit, so you could have just filmed the world around us, you know, the urban scenery, basically, couldn't you? Possibly, and then avoided just having, because it looks just a bit like, oh, guys just messing about in the classroom with the camera on. You know, it doesn't have that feel of something that you've really thought about and planned. For you yourself, you're not going to get as much out of things if you don't put the planning in. If the plan goes wrong, you've got to always have a backup plan. But obviously, the course is for people that are dedicated to making films.
Yeah.
filming and editing,
Mm.
and planning and researching.
Yeah.
It isn't, and I know media has had a reputation that sometimes just a place for people to pass the time of day and make stuff up as they go along, because then you're not getting enough out of it, and it's not going to be enough for you to pass or get good grades on the course, because you move up from level 2, which is GCSE, to level 3, which is A-level equivalent, and there can be no hiding.
No.
You know, you have to really put yourself on the line and get out there and do your very best if that's what you want to do. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you need to go away and maybe do a bit of research into whether there's any other courses that you could be interested in as well.
Not really.
Or maybe talk to Beth as well and just see what other things there are out there. If you do the level 3 course, what direction and how would it help you with your career path? What would you be looking at doing for work afterwards?
I'm not really sure. I don't know what I want to do, but I know I like media in the industry. So
Yeah.
that's all I really know.
Are you interested in, just a question, I'm not trying to grill you, but are you interested in the drawing, magazine, design side of things? Do you draw and paint
I
and
did
stuff
design a magazine for my final project in secondary
in school? Do you have a portfolio of work?
I could probably get it.
Because
I ended up getting an A star for it. If that
well,
makes sense.
right, because the other thing I'm thinking, and what sometimes happens, what I've seen happen before with students, you can turn this off now if you want, is that